Dave Bartosiak of Zacks.com joins us now for Stocking Up. Happy to have you here as we begin a new week. And what do you think? Will the Trump rally continue on in the Russell?
I'm not so sure about that. We had that huge move 15 days in a row of the Russell closing higher. Pretty historic streak that's only happened about 4 or 5 other times ever. The longest such streak, though, was 19 days in a row back in 1996, and that's when you got the whole irrational exuberance speech out of then Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan. So we don't have the same kind of irrational exuberance going on here, but people are loading up on this Trump trade. So that's basic materials and financials for the most part. And really, it's the financials. When I'm talking financials, it's much smaller banks, the regional banks, and they've done really well over the course of the last couple of weeks. So that's where a lot of the strength has been.
You know, there's some historic data to show that the Russell has risen about 3% in the month of December, a big chunk of the time. So the odds on a Santa Claus rally here are pretty high. What would be an options trade that you would place here?
So I think what I'm looking for is, if you look at that range, 1150 up to 1350-ish on the Russell. If you retrace half of that, then I'm looking at 1250 really on that. So I'm thinking that this is going to come down a little bit. I don't think we're just going to jump right back into this rally. So what I'm looking to do is maybe sell a 1350 call, sort of out of the money, let the Russell come back into that 1250 level, and then that's where I'd be loading the boat and getting much more aggressive.
Now, you also have some individual stock plays as well. I know we've talked about Nvidia. Are you moving on with that trade?
You know, I'm super nerd with Nvidia. I love them. They do their gaming PCs, of course, their gaming cards, but it's way more than that. We're getting into autonomous driving and the VR, and it's just going to be crazy for Nvidia. I think the stock's going to go absolutely bonkers next year. I think it's going to be a huge story next year, just like it was a huge story this year. So what I'm looking to do here is really I'm selling puts a little bit out of the money, looking at like 85 bucks, and if it gets put to me, fantastic, because I want to be long the stock anyway.
You are so comfortable owning that stock, especially at a lower level. Let's talk about Ford. Do you see a trade happening there?
So last week we had some decent auto sales numbers out of November. I'm going to fade it. I'm looking at 1243, 1250 on Ford right now. I think I'd be selling those calls sort of right at the money, expecting Ford to unwind a little bit. I think you got a little bit of exuberance there, but that's going to fade.
That's going to fade. We have to fade out this show right now.
Let's do it.